their black lips to speak against us. Okay? Now you're seeing they don't know the Bible, but we do. We are the prophets of the Lord.
Right.
So again, ask yourselves why black Christians have not condemned modern day Israel. What they're doing, these colonizers, these settlers, these invaders. Ezekiel 36:5 tells you their true name is...
Hey, pause that real quick. I want to hear from you officers, and we probably won't get into all the rundown today. But officers, why y'all think people like T.D. Jakes? All right, I was looking in the search. I said, when the last time T.D. Jakes had a sermon? It was 1 day ago. Wow. I looked at his last month. He had nothing pertaining to the war. Why do y'all think these pastors are so scared to speak against Israel?
Hey, I want y'all to notice what's going on over there in Palestine with all the atrocities and ask yourselves, why haven't any black Christians spoken against it? Where's Creflo Dollar? Where's T.D. Jakes? Where's all your black famous evangelicals? Why aren't they speaking against what Israel is doing? Look at these dumb little black Christians on TikTok. How come they're not speaking against the atrocities going on over there in Palestine? Now, we're on God's side. We've been prophesying. When I say we, I'm talking about the Israelites. We've been telling y'all what's going to happen to Gaza, what's going to happen to Ekron, Tel Mikni, what's going to happen to Ashdod for quite some time now. And black Christians have fixed their black lips to speak against us. Okay? Now you're seeing they don't know the Bible, but we do. We are the prophets of the Lord.
Right.
So again, ask yourselves why black Christians have not condemned modern day Israel. What they're doing, these colonizers, these settlers, these invaders. Ezekiel 36:5 tells you their true name is...
Hey, pause that real quick. I want to hear from you officers, and we probably won't get into all the rundown today. But officers, why y'all think people like T.D. Jakes? All right, I was looking in the search. I said, when the last time T.D. Jakes had a sermon? It was 1 day ago. Wow. I looked at his last month. He had nothing pertaining to the war. Why do y'all think these pastors are so scared to speak against Israel?
Because they know they'll lose their position, just like in John 11.
All right, let's read that.
Message.
Scared of the ADL.
Y'all all right?
Mm-hmm.
It's the book of John, chapter 11 and verse 47. Then gathered the chief priests and the Pharisees a council and said, what do we? For this man doeth many miracles. If we let him thus alone, all men will believe on him.
So
and
they didn't have an issue with the fact that Jesus was doing righteous things. They didn't have an issue with the fact that Jesus was alone with the scriptures. They had a issue with the fact that people would follow Jesus into him doing right and him doing miracles. Read.
If we let him thus alone, all men will believe on him, and the Romans shall come and take away both our place and nation.
So they feared losing their position of high status and living a certain lifestyle. They didn't fear the fact that I might be breaking God's commandments. They didn't fear the fact that I might be leading people down the wrong pathway and causing people to sin. They only feared losing their high position and standards. And that's the same thing going on right now with T.D. Jakes and all of these high position pastors. They don't want to lose their position because the ADL will shut them down.
Right. Hey, give me Isaiah 28. Because another reason why this happened is because our people think, like we were talking about or bringing out earlier, they think that they'll be able to be saved from that scourge, right? Read what you got.
Isaiah chapter 28, verse 15. Because ye have said, we have made a covenant with death.
So this is what they did. They made a covenant with death. What America tell them to speak against, that's what they speak against. What America tell them not to speak against, that's what they hold a peace up. Read.
And with hell are we at agreement. When the overflowing scourge shall pass through, it shall not come unto us.
Read.
For we have made lies our refuge.
They have made what?
Lies our refuge.
Read.
And under falsehood have we hid ourselves.
And this is what they're doing. They're hiding themselves right now. They're not speaking anything about what's going over there in Israel, in that country. All right. So this is what we got to understand. When it comes to speaking truth, you better believe the Christian pastors, you won't find them nowhere. But the Israelites, guess what? You find us everywhere teaching our people.
You all right. You are all right. Hey, real quick, man, we about to end it. Jump down to Farrakhan sues ADL real quick. You know, we could always touch the FBI warning, New World Order, all that other stuff another time. And yes, Chappelle spoke openly. He compared Amalek's the war to, well, anybody speaking against Amalek to transgenderism. And they got very mad at him for that. So go check that out. But pull this one up for Farrakhan and we'll end it right here, all right?
Louis Farrakhan sues Anti-Defamation League for almost $5 billion for claims of anti-Semitism. The Nation of Islam leader claims that the civil rights group is interfering with his First Amendment rights.
Scroll down, read that.
Nation of Islam leader Minister Louis Farrakhan has filed a $5 billion lawsuit against the Anti-Defamation League for falsely characterizing him as an anti-Semite.
Hey, if you did not know, Farrakhan, No, yeah. Farrakhan cannot be an anti-Semite, okay? Because he's Shemitic. Now, you know, Amalek, you know, there's word on the street that he is Amalek. No, seriously. His father, word on the street that he is Amalek. But Amalekites, Esau, but most importantly, Jacob, that which is us. That's right. We all come from Shem.
Right.
So if you're from the line of Shem, there's no way that you could be anti yourself. It's impossible. No. Officers, y'all have anything before we close out?
As we witness what's going on, as y'all can see, it's being brought to light that a lot of the stuff that they're pushing, like we brought out earlier, they control the media. They make you think anybody that says something is anti-Semitic. Well, Farrakhan is finna sue them, and I'm pretty sure they ain't gonna let it get on video because I know the Israelites can prove that we're not anti-Semitic. So, according to the Bible, Shem, Cap was bringing it out. We are Shemitic. We come from the line of Shem. Shem ain't just those people over there in Israel right now that's occupying the land. Shemitic are all of those people that come from the line of Shem, which would include us, which would include the Moabites, which would include a couple of nations that come from Shem.
Right. That's right.
All right, y'all ain't got nothing. All right, well, hey, all praise to the Most High. Give the Most High a round of applause. It's been another episode of the Writings on the Wall radio show, and we're about to sign off. Hey, we pray that everybody continues to watch, pray, and fast, and of course, we will see you next week. All right, and with that, we say shalom.
Shalom.
Nation is men leading by example.